Ocean FM's Final Whistle.
Now, our resident golf doctor, as we call him here in Ocean FM, the PGA professional, of course, with Castle Dargan, Xavier Medas, is in studio as he comes into us every fortnight to answer your golfing dilemmas and to offer a few little tips as well. Xavier, thanks for coming in again.
Hello there.
You're very welcome in once more. We might pull that mic a little bit closer to you there, just so we can hear you good and loud. It's been a great couple of weeks, first of all, since we last had you in, because there's been some wonderful success for some of the young players from the club. Tell us a little bit, first of all, I suppose, just what has happened over the last couple of weeks.
Well, the last couple of weeks, it's been very busy time for my boys in Castle Dargan, who are playing a lot of tournaments. They're travelling all around Ireland to play the likes of the Connacht Championship, Ulster, Munster and Leinster. But the biggest one that for my boys were looking forward to was the Irish Open on the 13th. And they proudly finished first, third and fourth in the tournament. So that's the likes of Patrick Callaghan won it, Dargan Connolly finished third, and Sean Cannell finished fourth. So that was great scoring. It's rare enough that boys from Connacht managed to perform that well because of the smaller group of players we have. But that three boys from the same golf club and a new golf club like Castle Dargan doing it is pretty exceptional. So there was a bit of talk about it. Yeah,
I can well imagine. I was just going to say that because whatever about three boys coming from the one area, from the one club, especially in a county like Sligo that has a number of golf clubs, it's remarkable. Patrick, of course, most people would have seen his picture in the papers, and he got all the plaudits, I suppose, for taking home the trophy. But three in the top four is incredible going.
Yeah, the boys are very serious, and despite their age, they're very mature, especially in the game. I do work with the three of them on a regular basis, and the more we do, the easier it gets for me, because the boys become a lot more self-sufficient in the way they practice, and obviously the scoring reflect that they're pretty sharp overall.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm assuming they're 12 or 13 years of age, would that period?
Yes, they're just going 13 now.
Just going 13. How long would these three, and we're only talking about these three, I know there's more obviously that you're working with, but these Patrick, Sean and Dara obviously have caught the headlines this week. How long would they be golfing?
The likes of Sean and Dara started at the same time as Castle Dargan Open, so 2007, 2008.
Okay.
Patrick would have been similar. I remember meeting Patrick. Actually lives in Ballahadrin in Roscommon, and joined Castle Dargan after his father spoke to Paul Little, the junior convener, and they realised there was a bit of a section going on here, and the programme was quite well organised. And so some smaller clubs don't really have a junior section, so the fact that we had a little bit of momentum going at the time did help some players to travel to come and play with us, and Patrick being one of them. Patrick joined us maybe in at the end of 2008, where he came for an assessment through the GUI coaching program, and I remember the first few shots he took from me. Like most of the boys were offered to hit drivers because of their physical ability, and Patrick was already able to cover that distance with a mid-iron. So,
right.
So there was a bit of talent straight away, but it's a lot of time spent hitting golf balls. It's not rare that I hear Patrick's mother, Teresa, to say like Patrick's is on the golf course at 10 o'clock when it's dark.
Right, oh really? When you say you work with the likes of Patrick, Sean and Dara, typically what does that involve for you?
Well, this year, because they're becoming better golfers, like all the programs I do with them are totally tailor-made and suited to the players. When they were younger, we used to do group classes and meet them punctually here and there, but at the moment it's only one-to-one. There's a lot of discussions. I'm not really teaching them anymore. It's more a coaching players relationship where we discuss plan of actions, we discuss previous games, we're trying to analyse things together in kind of like casual meetings, and if the boys have any concern about a certain aspect of the game, we address that. The idea I have, the way I'm coaching the guys, is that I don't want them and I don't allow them to play bad 2 rounds in a row. So like if there's any lapse in their performance, that we address it straight away, so the progression is endless.
It's the way you talk like that would if you were talking about Porrick Harrington, people would accept it just as well. For 12 and 13 year olds, is that a lot for them to take in?
Well, it's not really. No, not really. No. If you had a conversation with them about their game, you'd be surprised how knowledgeable they are, and I'm pretty casual the way I deal with them, and it's quite often them coming to me rather than me pushing things into them. So I give them my time, and it's a really easy relationship I have with the lads in general, because I'm there at their service, and at the same time, it's not a case of I have to force them, like, they're to practice or to spend time solving things. It's up to them. Look, they come to me with a problem. I give them the tools to work on things, and they're pretty much good learners anyway. So the likes of Patrick, Sean and Dara, and a few other guys in the club, once you advise them to do something, they take it in usually pretty quickly, and they take the time to work on it. So it's not a case of like they're not able to progress and learn. So it's their own. They take ownership of their progression, basically.
Okay, very interesting. Of course, it wasn't the only success for Castle Dargan, I suppose. The first kind of highlighted success was in Strandhill, wasn't it, in the Kenny Cup team?
Yeah, the Kenny Cup team. Yeah, this is this sign that the Castle Dargan is very progressive with the juniors, because that's a competition. That's a 3-man team, and the competition is won on a net prize. So like, it's not like the 3 boys I mentioned now play for gross and stroke play evens. If you win a net competition, it suggests that you're progressing, so it means you're playing better than your handicap. And we won it last year, and winning it a second time in a row suggests that we've been able to produce golfers and there's a good progression in the junior section. Like, you couldn't have a Kenny Cup with 3 boys of a low handicapper, because they would struggle to beat their handicap on the day. But we managed to put that team together, and that was good. All credit to James, Connor, and Dar in that team. And
that
Paul,
was the team.
Yeah, and Paul, the junior commissioner who looks after them.
Yeah,
he will organise all their competitions through the season. So the boys are always in the mood when it comes to playing for a few places.
Yeah, I know that Paul, you've mentioned him a couple of times already, Paul Little, and he's got a lot of praise as well for his efforts in I suppose developing the junior academy as much as anything. But for yourself, Xavier, you must take immense pride in seeing that. I mean, it's one thing to see yourself the individual progress from players, but when you see them actually go and win something as well, it really sheds a different light on it, doesn't it?
Yeah, very much. Well, you have to take credit for the work you do, and you're only as good as the players you work with. At the same time, I don't, if it was about to happen that somebody would win something, and I suppose you have to be patient. I joined Castle Dargan in 2007, and the boys I mentioned were starting golf at the time. So, at the time they would have been maybe 8-9 year olds for some of them. You can't really plan that in 5 years' time or 7 years' time they would achieve greatness in golf. You don't even know if they're going to stay in the game. It's for some of them. So it is a nice reward. Yeah.
Well, congratulations to yourself and to the club, but particularly to the young players. What will be next up for the likes of Patrick now?
School.
Unfortunately.
No, there's next week is the Ulster boys, and I forgot the name of the place, but it's between Derry and it's Mayola Golf Club near Belfast. So the guys went for practice rounds, and that's the next one. After that, Connacht coaching is going to start again for the guys. Most of the players in Castle Dargan avail of extra coaching at a regional level, which I'm involved in.
Which you're involved in, I was just about to say, yeah.
And and then soon enough you'll be starting the next season again.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, well, it's been a wonderfully successful season for the club. Let's move on to some of the questions that were emailed in to us this week. I suppose a general enough question, but probably something that a lot of golfers of all capabilities be interested to hear your answer to. One of our listeners wondering how they can develop a more consistent golf swing. Any thoughts on or any tips you can offer on that?
Yeah, well, it's a good question. Like the consistent swing is something that always comes in. Like, people like to have consistency in that game. But the first thing I heard from a fellow pro is that the game is not consistent. Never in golf you're going to have twice the same shot. So it's random. So why should we seek for consistency if the game is not consistent?
The Good point.
So, like, if you hear this, it might make you feel a bit better about yourself. But at the same time, I always would say, especially to people trying to improve their golf, that if you manage to repeat things, if you manage to repeat the way you address the ball, you manage to repeat the way you swing, and your results are becoming a bit more predictable, and hopefully you can transfer that on the golf course. Being consistent doesn't necessarily mean that you're perfect, but it simply means that you're able to repeat what you're doing. Little things I would find that works quite well on the golf course, if you don't practice that much, is that if you take the time to use a good practice swing. So a lot of people are able to produce a practice swing that they feel would work quite well, and the next task then is to be disciplined enough without thinking that, and bring that practice swing at the ball. So, for example, if you search for a practice swing on the drive and you think, oh, that would be a nice swing, I would hit the ball well, try to be spontaneous, address the ball and repeat yourself immediately. That usually brings a bit of consistency into the game. But it's a pretty general question at the same time. I hope I helped in that answer.
It's possibly the kind of golfer, I'd imagine, because I don't know any details of the listener, but it probably is one of those ones that can only be answered by really seeing a swing, I'm sure, and working with the golfer himself or herself, as the case may be.
But quite often, like, even people that are not necessarily low handicappers do have, an element of being grooved in the swing, and sometimes are not necessarily consistent with the ball striking. So the swing could be consistent, but maybe you miss hitting the shots. So it's just a matter of finding what really is your problem before you can really help it. We had
another question in that kind of maybe links into it. I don't know if it does or not. Asking about fishing for clubs. What would be a good time, or what would be a good, I suppose, standard to be at before you consider getting fitted for clubs?
Yeah, custom fitting is a very valuable thing to do. Well, the first thing is, if you're playing with the wrong club, you're not going to help yourself. Like if you're a junior playing with adults clubs, it doesn't really work very well, and the other way around. So if you're physically you're very tall or on a short side, or if you had a particular characteristic in your swing, it's worth addressing it, especially if you have settled in terms of a handicap. Custom fitting wouldn't really apply to new people in the game, because your swing may change, your expectations may change as you go along. But it's a very good experience. I remember going to England to get fitted at the Ping Factory as part of a training program, and I found that very, very interesting. What I also found very interesting in custom fitting is that you get advised by the fitter or the device you're being put into. But at the end of the day, it's your personal preference as a customer or as a player that's going to dictate what you should be using. You can get fitted now. It's quite detailed now. You can get fitted, for just a driver, or just for fairway woods, or just for irons, or even for wedges and putter. So it's a good process. And if you're keen in the game and you feel that you want to trick yourself because you feel like you've achieved a bit more, it's well worth looking into it, because once you know you've got your equipment that suits you, that's it's one less thing to blame. Or
yeah, I've never seen custom fitting in action. Does it kind of take in the whole packages in, I suppose, length of club, weight of club, angle of the club, all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, well, there's different ways of approaching it. But like, for example, if you you're looking at, if you get for custom fitting, obviously you're looking at the person. You can do like a static measurement, like just measuring the person as he is or as she is, and. But the most important, you can make a selection of clubs at that stage that may suit. After that, you do a dynamic fitting where the person hits the ball, and then you assess what shaft might work best. You can assess also what type of head might work best in terms of forgiveness, and you always need to observe how the ball flies. After that, you can adjust how the club sits in relation to how it lands at the ball, and discuss options with the player, and then go from there. You can even go for the different size of grip as well.
Is it done in golf shops? Do you do it in Castle Dargan?
I would do it, yeah, but I would recommend, like, if somebody is really keen to do this, is to go to an establishment where they have more golf clubs. We don't really sell that many clubs, but if you're going to a store that has loads of golf clubs and maybe a bit more equipment to get fitted, you could try things that you may like the look of, and also you can get a better choice that way. Okay. The only thing about custom fitting is that because it's fitted, it's made for you, and it suggests that you're buying new. So it's not everyone's budget, but the process is still well worth trying.
Yeah, and no harm in asking either, I'm sure.
That's true, yeah. Good to know.
And Xavier, as always, great chatting to you. We're right out of time, unfortunately, for this week. You'll be back into us in the first weekend, first Friday in September, for our next slot. Looking forward to that one, and once again, congratulations with all the success for the young fellas.
Thanks very much.
That's Xavier Medas, resident golf expert here on Ocean FM, and of course the PGA professional with Castle Dargan Golf Club.